Good evening and welcome to The Business Coach, a show in which you out to help entrepreneurs better their businesses. My name is Ian Dennis, and tonight's show has been brought to you courtesy of Red Bull, and to be specific, Red Bull Basement, which is a social innovation competition for students in campus. And today I'm going to be having a conversation around tech and innovation, how exactly innovation can enable our society to move forward. And I'm going to be having a conversation with John and Emmanuel, who have been part of this particular competition and have a very interesting innovation. John and Emmanuel, I don't know why I keep on saying John and Maxwell. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
So maybe we can start by, you guys have a very interesting innovation, a social innovation, and maybe you can take us through what exactly it is about and maybe how it came to be. Maybe we can start with you, John.
Yeah, so our project is an Alifid.
Mm-hmm.
We were privileged to win last year's competition.
Yeah.
And
So I'm sitting next to winners.
you can say that.
So you need to be smiling.
You can say that. So an Alifid, it's not a food stuff.
Yeah.
It means analysis of feedback.
All right.
So we want to transform the education sector in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And to be specifically help the young graduates to have the necessary skills to match the employer's requirements.
Interesting. And maybe, Emmanuel, you can expand to us how exactly is that, because you guys want to change education, and how exactly you're analyzing it. It's been a system that for the longest time. How exactly are you guys going to do that?
Yeah, so right now, when the students are in the class or when they're doing their exams, the feedback they only get is their grades.
Yeah.
So it's either an A, a B, or up to E. Or
the
even
rest
recent,
used to be A and B.
Yeah, but now they don't understand why they got that B.
True.
Or they got that D or a C. All they know is they've failed or they've passed.
True.
But it's very important for them to get to understand why the B. So the big question is why the B?
Yeah.
Because if they know why the B, then they can work harder to get the A.
Yeah.
Or avoid getting C at the next exam. Yeah.
But how do you intend to implement this? How exactly do you intend to implement this? In terms of, what's it called, doing your analysis on the students, how do you intend to implement this?
Yeah, so how we intend to implement this is that we are building a system.
Mm-hmm.
And in this system, we will be onboarding the schools and the students.
Mm-hmm.
So over time, in the course of the semester, students are able to get assessments and projects, real-world projects, to enable them to get the skills. So that's the main part of the implementation. It's a system that just picks up the data and the feedback from the student and gives them visual analysis, visual insights, and as well as providing projects, real-world projects, because that's a major thing. If we were able to do real-world projects in campus, then it means that when we get out here, we'll be able to comfortably work well in the employment.
And you've brought up something quite interesting, because you're primarily trying to say is that you want to ensure that the education that they get is much more practical.
Yes.
Interesting. And when we were having a conversation prior to this, you mentioned that the analysis is on STEM. Why STEM, and how will it be implemented in a STEM? And by STEM, we mean sciences, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Yeah. Why STEM, and how will it be implemented on ground?
All right, so why STEM? Just to go with science right now, you find that most opportunities out here are for technology oriented. Yeah. And we end up graduating engineers who are not able to do the work. Or even graduating computer science students who can't write good code.
True.
Or even can't create an application. But same way, we are producing very good lawyers.
True.
Yeah, very good lawyers.
And good journalists.
And good journalists.
Like me.
Exactly. So our aim is to focus on STEM because of that. Because we have seen that those people who are doing science, mathematics, engineering, they require help. They require that practical and help them get the jobs.
Interesting. And one of the things I like knowing about most of the innovators and entrepreneurs I meet is finding out the how. How did the idea come about? What exactly provoked you?
Well, it's been like a year, but definitely we've experienced some of these problems over time in our education journey. So we met in Moringa School. So when we were in Moringa School, we had a problem like being paired and finding like the weaknesses like that we should be working on. At the end of the day, it was about coding. So it's more practical. So if we would focus on the practical aspect, then that's how we came to think about the project, because we are being paired, me and him, and then we are both strong in specific areas. And then how are we helping each other? We're not helping each other. So if he was weak in a certain subject and I was strong in it, then I would be able to help him to improve. So through that teamwork and through getting specific analysis of our weaknesses and strengths, then we are able to like move forward in a very progressive way.
Interesting. Oh, it's like giving what's it called, competition, to say that you're all supposed to climb a tree and I'm an elephant and you're a monkey. What's your strength?
Exactly.
Interesting. And something quite interesting from our conversation earlier is that you're not like, I presumed first of all you guys are brothers, but you guys probably met up in school, Moringa School. You're the one who did statistics, right? Yes, you did data science. Computer science. How did that merge come through? How did you guys now decide probably you're going to work on this particular project together? How is that particular coming together like?
So I'm good with code. He's good with the data. And our application is analyzing feedback or analyzing data. So that's what teams up analyfeed and makes us stronger.
Interesting. And you had mentioned earlier on that what's it called? You guys sort of like still in the process of coding. And how soon can you expect that? Because it's such an interesting thing that it's a very interesting proposition that you guys want to change the educational field. You guys are winner for the Red Bull Basement. How soon can you expect now the product?
So yes, we're looking forward for a launch in DEC, but we want to test our application at the end of November or the end of November. So that's when you will.
So very
see
soon,
something.
before Mwakaisha. All right. And maybe you can guys take me through in terms of the process of application for the Red Bull Basement, because I know it's quite an intensive process in terms of application, because it's open to all campus students. What triggered you in terms of applying for it, and how was the process like?
So what triggered us to apply? I would say it's the problems that we encountered and getting the platform to solve those problems. So the process is vigorous, as you said, because you have to come up with an idea, definitely. And some of these ideas are not refined in the initial stage. So you have to keep on refining the idea. But then there is a defined process for Red Bull where you create a 60 seconds video, you upload it in their website, and then after uploading you look for votes. You have to campaign for your...
there's a campaign process.
You look for votes, and then after that you have to defend the idea to a panel of judges. So the judges pick the best idea.
Interesting. So it's such a rigorous process, Kabisa.
Wow. And then top 5, the local judges pick five ideas, and then they push them to the global judges, and then the global judges pick one.
What? You guys want to go? You have to go through all that, like at the global judges. Let me how is it in terms of once you got the feeling that you guys won? How was it?
The feeling was, I can't explain it, because in the local panel, when we were facing the local panel, we were around 12 groups, 15 groups actually, 15, and they had to choose from number 1 to up to 5. As much as we had the largest votes or the biggest number of votes ever, we were number 5.
The local first round.
Yes, number 5. So when the teams were submitted for global panel or global judges to pick the best, we were like 70% sure about it, but we knew very well that our video and our idea is solid.
Interesting.
Yeah, we knew it's solid. So the moment that we got the news that analyfeed is the one proceeding to the global,
just so exciting. I can imagine, because it's just an idea from Kenya, and then you guys are heading to the global stage. And maybe just as we wind up, maybe just you can give me your perspective in terms of how do you perceive the Kenyan ecosystem with regards to innovation? Because this is quite a brilliant idea, but maybe from your experiences trying to implement idea, how do you perceive Kenya ecosystem in terms of enabling you guys to innovate? Maybe I can, John?
Well, I think the conditions set up by the government are not so favorable for innovators.
Yeah.
But then I believe if you have an idea and you want to push it through, you can always try to push it through in different ways. There are different platforms that provide sponsors where you can pitch your ideas. So in as much as the government has not given a favorable condition for innovators, there is always a way out if you have an idea that you want to push through.
Interesting. Maybe I can get your final remarks.
Yeah, so, well, the government might not be doing so much for the innovators, but organizations around the country are doing better. There is Redbull, there's the Redbull Kenya. There's also IAB, it offers a community where developers can go there and engage and do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, and many other organizations within are doing much better to help us improve or make more innovators in the country.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for coming, and I'm wishing you guys all the best. Because basically, Red Bull is about 2 cheers. Such a sober conversation, this one. So, guys, thanks so much. We're going to go for a short commercial break, but I want to let you guys know if you're in campus and you have a very brilliant idea on how exactly you can change your society or the society within your campus, feel free to go apply on the redbullbasement.com, whereby you can apply. The deadline is on the 25th of this month, so ensure that you go there right now and apply. redbullbasement.com. So I'll see you after the break.